Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Shoot Style Sauna Wrestling Podcast featuring Sam Little doing laundry. This is a very innovative thing. We are bringing brawn panties back to the sauna, even though we're not in the year of our Savior in 2005. And it's also a very special Saturday as we are both wearing Walter t-shirts from Eric and I. I repping the classic Ring General, and Eric wearing the NXT UK shirt. But once again, welcome back to the Shoot Style Sauna, episode number 24. So you have, maybe if all these episodes were an hour, you could spend a whole day watching the sauna, but all the episodes vary in length. But again, I am joined by Eric. How are we doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well, and that leaves Sam down there. How are we doing? I see you're very busy and into your laundry.
Oh, he's just stuffing it in there.
Currently about to put the laundry sauce in. So
The detergent. Yeah. So yeah, it's been an interesting past couple of weeks. So instead of starting with the one count today, we're gonna go straight into no holds barred as oh god. So Monday Night Raw happened, and
This happens every week.
yeah, it happened, and a lot of stuff happened. And let's talk about that opening segment because Retribution have been offered WWE contracts, and I'm like, what? And there's this whole segment. They all have new looks. The masks are like something out of Mad Max. And ooh, we're going to trip around Sam's house, by the way.
thank you. Yes, welcome to my humble abode.
I mean, if you want me to blur this out in editing, I will. So.
Oh no, you're good. I mean,
All right, cool.
I don't think they know that. I hope they don't know that.
No, it's fine. But yeah, so Retribution are officially signed, even though it makes no sense in kayfabe to me. But it has since it's gone down, and all our friends once known as Dominic Dijakovic, Dio Madden, bless you by the way, Shane Thorne, Mia Yim, and Mercedes Martinez, they're all no more. Because now, respectively, we know them as T-Bar, not T-Bone, T-Bar. We have Mace. Not Mace Windu, Mace.
Oh,
and then,
wait, is it Dio Madden's Mace?
Yes, he is. He is.
Okay, he has to be Mace Windu for Halloween. I don't care.
His hair is long. He has to shave his hair bald, wouldn't he?
The bald cap.
And then, that's fair, bald cap works too. And then, oh boy, and then,
You
poor
guys
man.
know Urban Dictionary meanings, by the way.
I did not.
Slapjack.
Yep, that's Shane Thorne. That's him.
Dude,
It's insane. And then we found out Mia Yim's new name. I think it's Reckoning is what it is now. And I'm like, I don't know what Mercedes' new name is, but it's going to be like, not Havoc, because that's Jessica Havoc, or just like something like Chaos 3. I don't know, something that Anna Bichidi was saying on Cultaholic or something stupid like that. So it's...
that's gimmick infringement.
That is gimmick infringement. Or some play on Medusa, because why the fuck not? Even though Lunch Boys will be mauled if that happens. So, yeah, the promo happens. They make fun of the roster. They talk about how they're all corporate, greedy people. And I'm just like, why are we to this point when you guys were trying to tear down the place and now you're employed by them? It's just a big hole.
What
like,
was it?
What's up? Like, okay, basically, so like we had all this has happened, and how are you two feeling about it? Because this is just like, what's going on here?
I just think from the get-go, this whole Retribution angle was just planned very poorly. I mean, they didn't even do like a surprise thing. Like they literally said like an hour before the show that a new faction was gonna fucking show up on Raw, and then they did like a 2-second bullshit, like, oh, here's them lighting something on fire.
They hit the generator from Molotov. I'm like, oh shit. And I also thought it was a bit on the nose considering stuff happening in the real world. And I'm like, is this bad? But
what they should have done is if they just did what they did the other night, and that's how they started the Retribution angle, that would be cool. Like a little bit. Like it'd still feel like Mad Max, but it would be at least somewhat kind of cool.
It'd be cooler. It's just because like the matter of I feel like if they kept their names too, it would have gone down a lot better. Like if you kept their names, if you didn't do like the weird ass like Bane mask stuff, like if you kept them like maybe they take off the garb that they had on for weeks and say, oh, it's just them like in a black hoodie, that's totally fine. Yeah. But no, they went. This is WWE we were talking about, and it's gone totally over the top. And lots of fans. Also, Szmyt is messaging me now on Snapchat. He's going to join last second. Let's find out. Okay, yeah, now we're back. Oh, wait, we have a fourth guest now. Szmyt's here. How we doing, brother?
Doing good.
Good. And hopefully everything's going safe up north as we are currently talking about the situation of Retribution. Szmyt, we've only touched about a little bit about it, but how you feeling about it right now?
Retribution's the group that's attacking on Raw and SmackDown, right?
It's actually just Raw now.
Just Raw.
Well, I kind of like it. They're not who I was expecting. The people, they were not expecting who I thought they were, but like I like it.
I mean, this all started with we thought was a SmackDown hacker. Remember that, guys?
Yeah,
and then
Mustafa Ali.
It was supposed to be Mustafa Ali, and then it's just like, oh no, he's on Raw now. It's like, what about everything else that we were getting teased about and just never spoken of again on SmackDown? And all of a sudden they show up, I was like, oh wait, is this him? But no, he's just kind of like, he's on main event, probably fighting like Ricochet or something like that. And now here we are with Retribution, and yeah, all the new. You know about the new names?
No.
Oh god. Okay, so get this.
I'll just sum up like this. They're trash.
Yes, but just to say them properly to Szmyt so he can get and understand what's going on here. Szmyt, your new names in Retribution are Dominik Dijakovic is now T-Bar. That's right, T-Bar. Dio Madden, that commentator from Raw last year. He is Mace, you know, like the weapon or that's the thing you could spray in people's face.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, exactly. Shane Thorne, some guy we kind of forgot about in NXT. He is now, and I'm not joking here, Slapjack. Not the character from Cartoon Network. Not a flapjack with those things that are delicious. No, Slapjack. Yes. Intimidating. What's up?
Wasn't it supposed to be Mojo Rawley?
I heard that too. I heard that. I'm like, really? That's interesting. And then finally, well, we have our two women, which are Mia Yim and Mercedes Martinez. Mia Yim is now Reckoning. Yes. Yes.
We don't know what Mercedes is.
We don't know. It could be like fucking Chaos 3, Judgment, or some other crazy weird name. Remember she was Robert Stone brand just 3 weeks ago? Everything changed.
Her name is also Retribution. That's how cool they are.
When the fuck did Retribution become a prison game?
Someone showed Vince Mad Max, and here we are now. That's basically that's how you sum it up. I mean, okay, so it was all bad come Monday. Then they got on Twitter. So if anybody's been using Twitter lately, so T-Bar, also known as Dijakovic, has been kind of going at people, making fun of CM Punk, and oh boy, Chris Jericho called him out. And his response was actually really good. So for those who don't know, Jericho had a concert at a motorcycle rally in the Midwest, and it went very poorly. People got sick.
Yep.
Dijakovic's response: a screenshot of all the news from that weekend. And he said he's repuddled what Jericho said. He said, "Huh?" And it was really good. So they're being funny on Twitter. So maybe this is a way they can actually get over. You guys look like I could probably either link the tweets below for those people to see, or you guys look. I'll show you guys after the recording's over, like in Snapchat or something like that. And yeah,
Retribution tweets.
Yeah, have you seen them?
Yeah, they're kind of weird. But
okay, but do you see the Dijak ones? They're actually really funny. I don't know if you saw the one this morning of him and Jericho. Oh, it's really good.
I heard about it, but I didn't see it. So yeah.
So Dijak, Jericho just said "huh" to Dijak's explaining about Retribution, and then Dijak responds saying "huh," but his response is a screenshot of all the news from the motorcycle weekend where Jericho played a concert and how all the COVID cases that came out of it. So, that escalated really quickly. So
who's the leader of Retribution?
My guess is Dijak. I'm gonna call him Dijakovic. I think it makes sense for it to be him. It could be, if you want to make it interesting, make it Mia Yim, because I know she talks a fair amount. But I think it should be Dijakovic because I think he has probably the most promise out of it. I mean, T-Bar, you are correct, Sam. So we'll see where it goes. But and they're also gonna be fighting the Hurt Business. There's plans for them to be facing them at Survivor Series. I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm just concerned. And I don't know what's gonna happen. At least they're trying their best on Twitter. I'll give them that. But
well, so is the president. But
okay, well that's a whole different story.
Generally trying his best.
He's just being. It's just a dictatorship at this point. Let's be real, and it's awful. Yeah. Also, guys, just a reminder: please go out and vote. This is very important. I will try and stay away from that before I get boomers in the comments telling me to shut up. But still, anyway, wrestling, that thing we really like. So that's it for that. That's all I'm going to say about Retribution. It's going to be crazier stuff in the background and crazier stuff going on in the coming weeks. So yeah. Moving over to the 1 count, and speaking of COVID, this isn't good. NXT and AEW have COVID outbreaks, and some notable name, the most notable name is that Lance Archer has COVID, and this came at a fucking awful time because the guy just won the Battle Royal. he's getting into a world title picture, gets into a big match on Dynamite this week, then he gets COVID. So it wasn't from Dynamite. Let's clarify that. It wasn't from Dynamite. It was stuff back home. So he went back home. I think he's in Texas. And one of his family members became ill. And extension from that, he got tested. Fortunately, test positive. And AEW has to get rearranged because of that. And we also, what happened this week. Yeah, Lance. Also, Sham, your audio's kind of low. So you might want to fix that. Okay, you sound better now. So... yeah, so Lance getting COVID really hurt Dynamite. We saw Moxie versus Kingston, which was it was pretty good. It wasn't, like, great, because it was kind of short, but, like, with the amount of time that they had, it's fine. I don't know what everybody else thought of that, but it's good. NXT, I don't know who's gotten COVID there, but there's said to be an outbreak, and that's affected TV tapings a lot, which is bad.
It was a coach.
It's a coach, okay. That's still not great, considering all the PC people probably got involved with them, which is shitty, and everything that they touched, too. So it's a bit concerning. We'll talk about NXT later on, but it's bad. And, we'll talk about the bright sides in a little bit. That's how it is there. Anything else to add? Nope. Moving up next, NXT TakeOver card taking shape. We saw, I think, 2 matches get confirmed this week. So we had the title match, which actually involves our superstar of the week. So we had the special Gauntlet Eliminator match, which basically it's like kind of like a... It's kind of format like a Royal Rumble, but the only way to be eliminated is by pinfall or submission. And the winner of that, he went the distance too. When you look back at it, it's Kyle O'Reilly. He is facing Finn Balor at NXT TakeOver 31. That's the name of it, by the way. It's TakeOver 31. Really simple stuff. It looks like the TakeOver 25, like coloring and everything. So yeah, him versus Balor. I did not see this coming. Like I'm like, oh shit, this is big. If you told me at the start of the year that Kyle O'Reilly would be going for a world title, I'd be like, no, he's gonna be a tag team guy. And then COVID.
He won ROH title, didn't he?
He did. He's also... Has he held anything else?
Television title?
I know he's always been like good in singles competition, but no, he'll be facing Finn Balor. And yeah, he went the distance in this match. He lasted, I think, from these like the first or second slot, and yeah, he just won the whole thing, taking out Kushida. Even though Redacted got in the way, he took out Timothy Thatcher.
Redacted took out Kushida.
Okay, look, but still, he got eliminated anyway. Kyle O'Reilly was involved, and let's see, Thatcher was in there. I know Bronson Reed was in there. And who am I forgetting? Oh, Cameron Grimes, because I don't like Cameron Grimes, but
Kushida. So, Cameron Grimes, yeah.
Yeah, he was there too.
Cameron Grimes.
Look,
Cameron Grimes.
He can wrestle. It's just like whatever. He's kind of there. I just find him annoying. He's good. I just find him annoying.
That's the point. That's his gimmick.
It's just to be annoying. It's just whatever. Whatever. That's just how I feel. Also, whatever. I'm excited for Kyle versus Balor. It's gonna be interesting because, like, I think. So anyone that knows, I think Kyle O'Reilly is turning face, or am I the one guy thinking it?
I think they're gonna boot him out of Undisputed.
I think Cole and O'Reilly might be leaving Undisputed. I think it's going to leave it with Roddy and Bobby, because Roddy and Bobby are still being assholes, and like Kyle and Cole are more so because Cole has been a really like just a good guy since the Pat McAfee stuff. If you think about it, he was he was the good guy at TakeOver. He gave Balor respect after he beat him on NXT, and yeah, it's just he's been doing good things, and Kyle's kind of been like the voice of reason with Roddy and Bobby with the whole Drake Maverick stuff, which is weird if you ask me. So yeah, that's where that's going, which is interesting. So also on the card we have Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae in a rematch from TakeOver Toronto last year, and that's going to be their third match in the so it's only a 1 week build, but I'm sure the match will be good. I hope Io wins, because I don't like Candice's new character. I said that before on here. So we'll see how that goes. And what else is there? Oh, North American title match. I forgot about that. That was just announced by Regal. It's Gargano versus Priest, and I'm concerned for Priest. Genuinely am. Because I'm like, he just won the belt. Really? I think they might put it on Johnny. As much as I don't like Johnny right now.
Johnny's developmental talent right now. He's helping put over the other guy.
Well, but he wants to be champion though too, because like it's the Gargano way. Him and Candice always talk about it, and I'm just like, part of me thinks he might actually win. He lost to Keith in your house, and he lost to TakeOver like the last one, and now here we are where I feel bad for Priest. I'm worried. Also, babyface champion. NXT can't book those. Remember. So yeah, it's concerning. More on the bright side for NXT. Oh, so Stu. Well. Artist formerly known as Stu Bennett, now known as Wade Barrett again, he's officially signed. This is confirmed, like I think, since like the last episode aired, honestly. So yeah. Since the hole of Mauro Ranallo needs to be filled, I think that bringing in Wade is a great idea. And as someone that watched him in NWA Power, he was great on NWA stuff in last year, and now he's here, and he just brings like such like a welcome, like good like knowledge for everybody he knows that's wrestling in the ring, and just like as a wrestler himself, just like knows all these things and how things go. But that's me. How are you feeling about it?
I like it. I think it's great to see like a familiar face as well. And like he has a great voice. Like that British accent is like it's like with Nigel McGuinness. It just adds to it. It's really nice. So yeah.
I hope like the next UK takeover when they get to do it one day, it's Wade Barrett and Nigel McGuinness on commentary, because that'd be such like a good vibe if you ask me. I don't know if they'll do that because I know they have who does the next UK aside from Nigel? Is it Andy Shepherd or is he like the interviewer?
I want to say Vic Joseph because I just watched the new
Vic
UK episode.
He's been doing NXT US too, because he came back recently. Like, oh shit, I forgot about Vic Joseph. Because he did Raw for a bit with the aforementioned Dio Madden and Jerry Lawler. That was such a weird period for commentary. So yeah, that's good stuff there. Back in the AEW front. So anybody see Robbie Roode and Dynamite this week? Oh wait, sorry, I mean Cody.
Yeah.
Oh, that joke fell flat. So yeah, so I didn't think he'd be back like a month later, personally, but like it was like he
a little bit longer.
I mean, it was a little bit longer, but still, he has a talent show with Snoop Dogg. That's his best friend now, and now he's like, all right, I'm gonna go back to Dynamite and beat up Brody Lee. And I'm like, but like also Cody, your brother was in danger as Brody Lee beat him up. You just talking about a talent show. You're gonna talk to him about what's going on? No, okay, he's gonna beat him up. Sure, but whatever. So yeah, that happened. It's jet black hair, not like his brown hair. Wait, Sam, you're saying something?
I was gonna say, so are they doing Brody and Cody again?
Yes, but the thing is, it's a dog collar match, from what I understand. Because I don't know who watched
that.
Yeah, so Brody he did a promo backstage. And he's talking about like, oh, I'm gonna put you on this leash, Cody, and I'm gonna walk you like a dog. And I'm like, what's going on here? I'm like, what?
Interested. I am very interested because the last dog collar I can think of, maybe there's one in WCW, was back like 40 years ago, and it was Greg Valentine and Roddy Piper, and Roddy Piper almost lost an eye.
Oh God, Sam, what's up?
I'll be real. What's a dog collar match?
So a dog collar match is there's a long chain. It's kind of like a strap match, long chain, and then the opponents are locked together with dog collars.
Oh,
instead of like the strap on their wrist.
Oh, that's so. This is gonna be at Full Gear, I'm guessing too, right? I'm guessing this is gonna be at Full Gear on like a special episode of Dynamite because they have the anniversary show coming up.
Yeah, it's very BDSM kind of match, but it can be brutal.
I'm about to say Brazzers is about to get a lot of traffic when this match airs. Gonna say that. Yeah, it's gonna be something. So, anything else at Dynamite? Otherwise, we already talked about like the COVID stuff, so not much really else happened. I mean, Mira's debut. Proper match. It was a lot more competitive than I thought, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. I thought it was fine. So we'll see where that goes. Sticking back to WWE. I know we mentioned this off air last time, but Mandy Rose got traded to Raw, and we don't know for who.
I noticed that. I saw that.
I don't know for who, but it's curious. But I think it has to do something with kayfabe. Yes, Sam.
I think that this is all leading up to Otis cashing in on WWE.
On Drew, or whoever champion is.
Or whoever the champion is when he does it. That way he can be with Mandy again.
That's fair. But does Tucker go with him? He kind of has to, right?
I don't think I think come draft, they're going to break up Heavy Machine.
No, I like Tucky. That sucks.
Yeah, any tag team anybody likes, besides the New Day, gets broken up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Well, so because like every women's tag team is kind of like not a thing anymore because like all right, we're gonna break up the Iconics, we're gonna break up this team, we're gonna break up this team, and I'm like, your tag team division has like 2 teams now. It's bad. And then like Lucha House Party I think might break up too. Andrade and Garza are probably gonna break up too. Rollins and Murphy are falling apart.
Is Lindsay Dorado gone?
Yeah, because the picture. He has the mask. He's saying goodbye. No, I think he's going to be there tomorrow. That's how recording this is. But I think like maybe he'll split it when they lose because they're not going to win. They're not going to beat Swiss style. They're going to lose.
Yeah.
What, Sam?
He was Lindsay last night, wasn't he? Like,
I'd imagine.
Because I thought I read he was on last night.
I only read results from last night. I only know a couple things that happened, but like I think he's going to be there on Sunday. Like I think they're not going to win. Like I said, they're not going to win. But I'm just curious to see like is he going to follow through with whatever's going on? I generally don't know. So we'll see. It's weird. Speaking of Clash of Champions, how are we feeling about it right now? Just like a general consensus. How are we feeling about it?
It's a pay-per-view.
I didn't know it was happening.
Understandable. I feel I think it has more build than Payback, but Payback turned out to be a pretty good show, if you ask me. So I think I'm mostly intrigued in the Roman Reigns Jey Uso thing, and I'm terrified for Jey Uso.
That's definitely match just to get the Roman heel character over.
He's gonna murder his cousin.
Yeah, this is a slice in the ties with the Usos or baby faces right now, and the old Roman. Old Roman is gone. This is new Roman. He's gonna get new music. He's gonna take off his shirt to wrestle, and he's got a new tattoo to show off.
Yeah, he confirmed that.
I think they're gonna pair Usos with him, honestly.
So wait, it's gonna all be like so he's gonna be like, I beat your ass, but like let's still like be family, and then they'll turn the Usos into proper bad guys.
I think he's gonna win. Which one's out right now?
Jimmy's hurt.
He's gonna come after the match. They're all gonna embrace, and this is the rise of the Samoan dynasty or whatever the fuck they're gonna be called.
The bloodline. See, I heard this. So I heard this hilarious pitch from Adam Pacitti, or I think it was somebody else, where they were saying like, when he's like beating down Jey Uso, who comes out but Rikishi, and then Rikishi comes down, and he gives Heyman and Roman the sunglasses, and they do the Rikishi dance over Jey Uso's dead body, as like "You Look Fly Today" plays. That not my words, the words of Adam Pacitti. I'm pretty sure that was on the Cultaholics pitch, which is I want that to happen so much now.
Funny as hell.
It's like, all right, we're gonna dance. Come on, Jay. And Jay's like, he can't move. He's just dead. And plus, like Paul Heyman with Rikishi glasses doing the dance would be some of the best things ever. Send the fans home happy with that, because I think it's gonna be the main event. It's either that or the ambulance match. It's gonna be the main event.
I kind of hope Randy wins that.
It's actually, I think, the hardest one to call on the show is that match.
But I think because it's an ambulance match, I don't think Randy's gonna win, especially for the title. Ambulance match for the title.
Well, but like Drew can lose and still look fine. That's the thing. Because he won't get pinned or submitted. That's the tricky part. Both guys can lose, but they won't look weak in defeat. And like both these guys can't really lose right now because of how well they're booked. It's interesting. I'm genuinely looking forward to it for the most part. There's just something like, whatever. I mean, that ladder match though. You guys know about the ladder match?
Yeah.
Yeah, AJ, Sammy, and Jeff for the title. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for it. I think Sammy's gonna win. Me, I really want him to win.
Whatever title this is, I want Sammy to win.
It's IC title, the title he never lost.
Okay. I want Sammy to win.
I picked Sammy. Tim picked AJ, but AJ held the belt up last night, so he's not winning.
Yeah,
he's not winning. I don't think he needs it either. So I'll get your predicts after we're done recording. So anything else? G1 stuff. Eric and I were talking about it briefly. So G1 Climax and New Japan's been happening. Interesting results. Some of the big upsets is that Zack Sabre Jr. beating Evil, which is kind of like my biggest shock.
That was a shock. We had Toriano just beat Tanahashi with his eyes shut, blindfolded.
So was Yano's eyes shut?
Yano he's usually trickery with the tape, and he's trying to get Tanahashi. Tanahashi reversed it and then taped Yano's eyes shut, and then let him back in the ring. It was trying to get a count out, but Yano go back in the ring, and then he somehow messed with the referee, hit Tanahashi with a low blow, rolled him up, 1, 2, 3.
He did it all blindfolded?
Blindfolded.
You can never tell with Toriano in the G1 Climax. You never fucking can. He's undefeated. He hasn't lost yet. He hasn't lost yet.
He is 2-0.
He's king of pro wrestling for a reason. That guy pinned Okada at Summer Struggle, and now he's pinned Tanahashi, and he beats Sonata. That guy, who's he facing? Who's he facing this weekend?
This weekend, B-Block, he is facing, I don't know. I think it's Kenta.
Oh, God. I think he might actually win that, too. He might, unless Kenta's actually smart and says, like, no, I'm going to kick you in the face really hard, which I hope that happens, because I think I picked Kenta in that match. So, yeah, anything else has happened? It's pretty bit standard. Ibushi just beat Okada, and I'm like, oh, shit. It was just straight up, he won. So.
Oh, wait, excuse me. No, it's Yano's facing Evil.
Oh, if Evil loses that, it's really bad. But I think Evil's probably just going to destroy him. He should win. But, like I said, it's Toriano. You never know. And as he would say, TakeOver Wrestling, everybody. One count. So next we're going to move into a game we've been trying to bring back, but we haven't had the people for it. Let's go over to Eric.
Yeah.
You guys ready to play some trivia? Because it's time for Shoot Your Shot. Let me get the league table open. So, Eric, you want to take the floor and explain how this works? Go ahead when you're ready.
All right. So how this is going to work is I have 10 trivia questions. I'm going to ask you guys the questions. You're each going to give an answer, and at the end, I will say who is correct and who is not, and I'll give the correct answer. And if you get a correct answer, you get a point. If nobody gets a correct answer, I get a point. And whoever has the most points at the end of the game gets a point in our pay-per-view predictions board.
Yeah, currently standings are I have 1 point from this, and Eric has 1 point as well. So, Eric, take the floor with your first question.
Alrighty. Question number 1. Which
Oh.
are credited with total elimination of the decade?
I know this one.
I did not hear that.
No, your camera
Didn't
fucked
hear
up.
that.
My camera fucked up?
Yeah, I know you. I heard like decade.
Okay. Which WWE superstar is credited with the first Royal Rumble elimination of the decade?
Oh, it's a trick question, actually. I remember this one. So, whenever you're ready, Eric, I'll give my answer.
Alrighty. So we'll go Matt first.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a trick question. It's a trick question.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Just give an answer.
I think I want to go with Brock, but I know it's wrong.
That's very wrong.
Well, it's close, but that's...
All right, Sam.
The first
First elimination in the Royal Rumble, is that right?
In a Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Somebody.
Eliminated. Someone got thrown over the top rope.
So someone is thrown out, not the person who threw them out.
So of the decade, so that's 2020.
Yes.
Yes.
What the fuck was this year's Royal Rumble?
There was, well, remember, it wasn't just one Royal Rumble match.
It was 2. Was the women's first or the men's first? It was the women's. The first.
Oh, he's thinking.
I really gotta think about this.
I love that. So,
The winners were Drew and
Yep.
who the fuck won the women's?
do we say? Or will them figure it out?
Who won the Women's Rumble?
Yeah,
Well, it doesn't matter. Well, it's not relevant to the question. It was Flair.
Yeah.
it was Flair. So
Mhm.
that
Well, this is the first elimination. So it has nothing to do with the ending. And that's nothing.
So dramatic.
oh my god.
Go back to the beginning of the match. Go back.
But I'm second guessing myself now because I don't know if the
It can't be anybody towards the end. It can't be Shayna.
if it's.
The first elimination.
I'm trying to think who the first 2 in the match were. It was Lana and
All right, 5 seconds.
Oh, God.
I'm just gonna go with Santina Morella. I don't fucking know.
She was in the match. She was in the match.
All right.
So, okay. So, reminder, it's the first one eliminated, not the Eliminator, correct?
Yes.
It's the first one eliminated. So, I believe it was Lana. If it's not her, it's the other way around.
I Lana too.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, I don't know if that's right or wrong. I forget who went out first. I forget.
You guys are all wrong.
It was Liv Morgan, wasn't it?
The answer is Liv Morgan.
Yeah, I thought Liv threw her out, then she got thrown out by somebody else. That's what it was.
Lana was the number 1 though. I did. Get
Lana was second. Lana was number 1, and number 1 was Alexa Bliss in the Rumble, and then Bianca Belair was number 2. That's what it was.
The women's Royal Rumble match existed.
Oof.
Wow.
Sexism.
All right, so that's 1 point for me.
Sag. I was so close. I thought it was the other way around.
Question number 2. What was The Undertaker's original name in WWE?
Ding dong.
I know this. I know it. Whoever wants to go first.
My brain's not working.
Sam will go first this time.
Mean Mark Calloway.
Scott.
He's not here.
I mean, fucking Matt.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Christ.
Matt Scott's never been on this show.
Yeah.
I think I agree with Sam. It's Mean Mark Calloway.
Stel.
What was his original? Let's see. Is it Kane Undertaker?
Oh shit!
Stel, you are correct. It is Kane.
Damn it!
Mean Mark Callis was his WCW name,
He was
wasn't
in
it?
WCW.
Yeah, that was his I love that name because I love Mean Mark Callis, but you know, that's not his original name.
Damn it!
Yeah, Kane. That was supposed to be his original name. Then they just made Kane a different character.
Oh, it's so. As soon as you said it, I was like, "Oh, wait a second, yeah."
Hell yeah, I'm back on the. I could have been. This could have been 2 points. Unfortunate.
Oh
well.
All right, so I have 1 point. Stel has 1. And question number 3: who did Stone Cold Steve Austin face in his first WWE match? And remember,
First one.
He was the ringmaster at this
Yeah,
point.
with Ted DiBiase. Who was it? Let's see here. I need to think like the 2K16 now.
You're doing
Let's
like
see.
what, 86?
No, 96 wasn't it, or 95?
95.
95.
As the ringmaster.
Ringmaster. He was the ringmaster. Well, he had Ted DiBiase as his manager. He did the $1 Million Dream and all that. I'm trying to remember who his first opponent was in the company.
Oh, it was Ding Dong.
Bailey? She wasn't there then.
It was. Oh, what the?
I think I know, but I think I might be wrong on this one.
Was it Mike Whipwreck?
All right, hold up.
No, that's ECW.
All right, hold up. Before you shout out answers, let's go, Matt.
I really don't.
This is actually a good one. I like this question.
I'm trying to think of the 2K16 where you.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking back to.
I'm gonna just go with a random name, Shawn Michaels.
That came later.
Shawn Michaels, the main eventer at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was he champion?
Right.
No, yeah, he was champion then.
All right, Sam.
I'm gonna say Mikey Whipwreck. I can't remember.
Stel.
Savio Vega.
It is Savio Vega.
I don't think it is, but that's my guess.
Alrighty, so I've already kind of given away half the answer already, but the answer is you guys are all wrong. It is Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy was his first opponent in WWE.
Interesting. He was a jobber then. Yeah.
Yep.
I forgot.
That makes sense because you gotta have a win. I thought Vega he wasn't really relevant, so I know he fought Vega at one point though.
Alrighty.
It's so hard to forget that. Matt
That's
Hardy
interesting.
was a jobber at one point.
Him and Jeff, yeah, they were the guys at King of the Ring. Remember that? They opened the doors.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So it's 2-1-0-0.
2 points for me, bud. All right. Question number 4.
That first question's gonna kill me.
Who did Triple H face in his WCW debut?
Ooh, another debut. So Terrorizing.
Terrorizing.
Ooh, let's see. So what year? So it's like what, 93?
94, 90. Yeah.
Yeah. He was before he went over and became Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yeah.
So we think who was in the company back then?
I'll give you a hint. It was on WCW Saturday night.
Jeff Jarrett.
Not a bad answer.
That's my answer. Jeff Jarrett.
Want me to go next?
Yeah.
Sting.
I honestly don't know, so I'm just gonna fucking say the one name I know in it is Jeff Jarrett. That's the one name I know.
Oh man, you guys are all incorrect. The answer
is it Flair?
Is Road Dogg.
Oh my God! Really? Wow. That's so funny.
He was it was under a different name, but it was the
Road Dogg, Jesse James.
Yes.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Think what happened years later.
I keep forgetting.
To think what would happen from there. That's so funny.
Oh man.
It's so
what was that?
That's 3-1-0-0. Man, that first question's really gonna kill me.
Question number 5. Who is the youngest wrestler to earn a 5-star match from Dave Meltzer?
Good old melted cheese. Let's see. Has he gotten the 5-star match?
Oh.
I feel like I'm gonna be 20 years old now that I think about it. So, oh wait. So it has to be exactly 5 stars, or can it exceed 5 stars?
5-star. Well,
5 stars or above.
It's 5 stars, and I'll give you a hint. It was in the 90s.
Oh shit! Never mind. There goes my answer. 90s. Who was around then? Let's see. It cannot be. I'm trying to think. Wasn't it ECW? I don't think it was. So they had to be in their 20s, and it was in the 90s. I'm trying to give a young guy back then. Who was young? Who was young?
Like how 90s?
It's good.
It was Attitude Era, but it was not in WWE.
It was not in WWE, so it's probably either WCW or ECW then. Or some independent promotion. So, youngest, so I imagine it's a singles match.
I'm just going to say AJ Styles. But wait, no, was AJ Styles in the 90s? I don't know.
No, he was like early 2000s.
He debuted
2001.
in WCW in 2000.
Yeah. So, actually, is it him? I don't know. He was probably older then, though.
Alrighty. Let's go. Matt, what's your answer?
I'm just gonna go with Edge because I don't know.
CW. Ooh, actually, it might be him. I don't think it is, but it might be him.
I'm just gonna say Christopher Daniels because I have no idea. And that's
not awful.
Not a bad guess.
Not awful.
Bad guess.
So I'm gonna go. Yeah, my answer is involving ECW. I don't know how young he was then, but Rob Van Dam.
You are all incorrect again.
Damn it!
The answer
I thought RVD thought he was close.
The answer is Rey Mysterio when he was 18 years old.
It makes sense. It makes sense. He's been around for so long. I knew it was somebody like around that. I knew it had to be somebody big. So I'm like, oh, it's gotta be like someone like that. But I went to Rob Van Dam.
Who is that behind you?
That's my roommate, Ryan.
Oh, I thought it was a cat for like
No.
2 minutes. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn. See, yeah, I thought it was the youngest of 18. Well, my answer would have been wrong. I would have said Tyler Bate originally, but I'm like, no, wait, never mind.
Oh, alrighty, so that's 4 points for me.
You made these questions. No fair.
I won last time, so I kind of had this coming.
You did it. No, these are hard questions. I would admit it. They're hard. All right, question number 6. Who is the oldest wrestler to earn a 5-star match from Dave Meltzer?
Oldest. This has got to be more. Ooh, let's see. Oldest. Oh, wait. Is it him? I think this actually might be. It's either a trick question or easier than I think. I have an answer, but I'm not sure how confident I am in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say my answer, and it's probably not this, but yeah, Ric Flair.
Was that match 5 stars?
I'm trying to think if the Shawn Michaels one was. You know?
I think I have mine. So Eric, you want me to say mine?
Yeah.
Dustin Rhodes, Double or Nothing versus Cody. That was 5 stars.
And I think he was like 51.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's right, but that's my answer.
Okay. And Matt, what's your answer?
I'm just gonna go with the oldest man in the company, Hulk Hogan.
Post 2000s? Interesting.
Either that or Undertaker.
Can I ask what year this match was?
I do not know the year.
Oh, okay. Oldest.
All right.
What company was it?
I don't think
it was in Japan.
Shit.
It was all Japan.
It's fucking, what's his name? Is it Masato Tanaka?
Is it Mike Awesome?
No, he's dead.
No.
I'm not.
Or Tetsuya Endo.
Right.
He's young.
All right, you guys are all wrong. The answer is Giant Baba at age 56.
Dustin was 5 years off. God damn it. I'm like, Masato Tanaka's old. He's still wrestling. I'm like, Mike. I want to say Mike Austin for the last question, but no, he was like in his 30s by that point.
Yeah.
I have no.
Damn.
5 points for me. I basically clinched the victory. These questions
because
fun.
I just fucking choked. That first question, Sag.
All right, now these questions just for fun. So question number 7. Who was the first masked wrestler to win the WWE Championship?
It's Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
no, I don't think that is.
No.
Was he champion?
No. It wasn't him.
I don't think it was. I'm trying to think about it. First, we're going back in time right now.
Wait a second.
It's freaking Mick Foley. Because he counts. Technically.
Well, Mankind, but
I'm gonna lock in my answer here. Was it when Hulk Hogan put on the fucking America mask?
No, that was
never won the championship. That was just on one SmackDown.
That was just that weird angle with Roddy Piper and Vince, wasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
I think it's someone way back in the day.
I'm looking at my answer. I think it's McFoley.
Good. I mean, that's a good answer.
That's a good answer.
Guess.
I don't. Was he champion? Was he champion? I'm trying to remember. I don't think.
All right. 5 seconds.
I don't think this is right, but I'm gonna go for it.
Hurricane Helms.
Cruiserweight champion, but still. Okay,
right,
mine is I don't think it's him, but Mr. Wrestling 2.
Incorrect.
Damn. He had a mask.
Matt McFoley, you're also incorrect.
Yeah, I didn't think
answer, though.
it's someone way back in the day, isn't it?
Hurricane Helms.
He was never champion.
Is that your guess?
He was never champion. He was Cruiserweight champion.
I have no fucking idea.
Who was it? It's someone back. It's gotta be someone way back.
The answer is Kane. Kane was the first masked wrestler to win the WWE Championship in 1998.
So Matt was the closest. Matt was the closest one. He was a one-day champion. Remember?
Yep.
Damn, that's a trick question. Trick question.
Damn it.
And then Austin just won it back.
I need to rewatch Attitude Era stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was something way back because like San Martino held it for a long time, but then it was taken off him and all that stuff. So
Ooh. That's 6 right for me.
Yeah, I lost. Unfortunate.
All right, question number 8. So which out of these 3 wrestlers do not have a Meltzer 5-star match? And your options are Rey Mysterio, Funaki, or Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
Because Ray was already given away because he did have one.
That's true. I didn't plan those questions out.
Yeah. So yeah, Daniel Bryan, isn't it?
Matt, what's your answer?
Yeah, I think it's either.
It's literally 50-50 here.
Yeah.
Daniel.
You guys are right. It's Daniel
Bryan.
Yeah.
What was Funaki's 5-star match? I'm curious.
It was back. It was in Japan, I think, in the late 90s.
I'm surprised Bryan versus Cena wasn't like 5 stars, honestly. Like when he won the title.
Yeah, that one's kind of easy.
Yeah, it happens. It just doesn't help that we kind of gave that one away. All right, what's next?
Right. So, question number 9. Question number 9.
Second to last one.
Which former WWE superstar pinned both Edge and Chris Jericho in the same night?
The same night. So they pinned Edge and Jericho?
Mm-hmm.
In the same night. So it had to be in the mid-2000s, I believe. Or actually, oh, wait. No. Thinking of the wrong format there. Pinned Edge and Jericho in the same night. Let's see.
Was it...
Let's see. It's either mid 2000s or it's like early 2010s. It's one of those two. I think there's like a time frame I'm trying to think here. No, I don't think it was him because he eventually teamed up with Jericho. If we're doing that angle, let's see. In the same night. Not a bad one. That one's not a bad one. I don't think he worked double duty. No. I'm gonna go with Triple H.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Jeff Hardy.
Okay. And Matt?
I don't know the time frame. I forget the time frame. So
There's a couple different ones that could come up here.
Yeah.
It's interesting to think about.
It's either early 2000s or it's like
2010s.
I'm gonna go with my uncle John Cena just because
that's a safe pick. Safe pick.
It is a safe pick, but unfortunately, you guys are all incorrect.
Was it Sean or Ray?
No, the answer is Heath Slater at SummerSlam 2010.
He pinned both of them. That's right. The elimination match. It makes perfect sense. It does make sense. That's crazy. Eliminating both of them.
I forgot about that. God damn it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Trick question.
Now, question number 10, the last question for this edition of Shoot Your Shot is, what was the original name for WrestleMania?
Original name. Couldn't have been that, though. That was a game I'm trying to think of. The original name for Mania. Let's see. So let's go back to the year 1984. You don't think that's right? Let's go for it.
All right. We'll start with Sam.
I'm gonna say WrestleFest.
All right, Matt.
That's what I was gonna go with.
That was mine too. God damn, that was mine too.
Jeez. Well, you guys are all wrong. The answer is the Colossal Tussle.
I love that. I love that. That's something that we would do. I'm gonna be real.
Welcome to the Colossal Tussle. No, it doesn't have a nice ring to it.
No, it doesn't. All right, Eric gets another point added to the league table. My lead still stands by like 20 points, but still. Oh boy.
Aggression.
And then he's back to Mike out of his again. So yeah, that's Shoot Your Shot. Ooh, that was a bad day for almost everybody here. Almost everybody. Also, Eric is frozen right now. All right, he's good now. So let's take a quick sponsor break before we go on to the next set, which will be also really fun. So this episode is sponsored by both the Shoot Style Sauna store and Stelios.tv, which is my Twitch channel. So usual like last time, we have a Shoot Style Sauna store on Teespring where we're selling masks, a towel, and we look to expand inventory eventually. Considering all the changes happening internally with the team, we're still figuring out what to do with the store and what to add to it. I was talking to Tim earlier this week about masks, and he didn't remind me that the store is still open, so I should really get on that and start to make t-shirts and other stuff like that for the team, and there should be more merchandise available soon. Socks, flip-flops, the whole thing. I'll work it out. I'll talk to Tim in my spare time. We'll figure out some stuff. And also, my Twitch channel, I just finished Final Fantasy X story last night, and I'll be figuring out what to do next. Also what happened last night on my stream. See this whole thing of eggnog right here? Yeah, I chugged this whole thing after I beat the game.
Wow.
And I don't know how I'm still alive. There's a clip of that going around social media later today, probably. So yeah, it's light eggnog for a reason, because I would have died if it was regular eggnog, because that's like, whew. So clip of that going around later today. So again, teespring.com/stores/shootstylesauna. Promo code probably coming soon. It's not available right now. And again, twitch.tv/Stelios2_ for my Twitch channel. Let's move on to a fun game of this or that. Last time we were here, we did a supercard edition. So basically, I sat down with Eric and I made my own supercard where it's 3 promotions together, and I went through match by match and prompted Eric which one he would rather see. This time, reverse. Eric and Sam have made their own supercards, and we'll be prompting Szmyt and I on which matches we would rather see. Sam, I know he has a shorter one, but he will make ones as we go along. So,
yeah,
once again,
I also got to dip out in a few minutes.
That's why I wanted to get here. So hopefully we can get through this relatively quickly. So let's see. I say Sam will say one match, and then Eric will say the next one. So boys, take the floor. You have the opening match on how your card is constructed.
In no particular order. Oh, does it have to be in a particular order, or does it?
I prefer that, but like it depends also.
Let's go from the bottom to the top. So first match to the main event.
Okay. So for first match, I was thinking like just the Indies showcase of Danhausen, Warhorse, and Effie versus 3 other Healy indie sweethearts that I can't think of any names of right now. But yeah.
Okay.
And Eric, your rebuttal?
All right, so mine is starting off, it's a pre-show. So my show is also 2 nights. And it is a women's battle royal, and the winner gets a title shot of her choosing. And now my show is between WWE, New Japan, and AEW. So it's kind of like a Rumble kind of style thing. There's 30 women, and it's coming every minute or so. So my participants are Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Natalya, Shayna Baszler, Nyla Jax, Zelina Vega, Naomi, Mandy Rose from WWE. Then we have Britt Baker, Anna Jay, Big Swole, Nyla Rose, Riho, Chris Statlander, Penelope Ford, Allie, Leva Bates, Shauna, Awesome Kong from AEW, and then just to round out the field, I have Rhea Ripley, Tegan Nox, Dakota Kai, and Candice LeRae from NXT.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sam. I'm going with that free show battle royal. I'm so sorry, Sam.
Oh, understandable.
That's the only women's stuff we can get on the show because AEW doesn't have much of a division.
Yeah,
That's the thing. It's the only thing we're gonna get. That's the. Who are the champions then? Who are the? Nah, let's ignore that.
So all the champions that are for the show are the champions now.
Okay, that's how they work. So Asuka is champion, Bailey. Oh, that's why Bailey's not in the match then, and then Io is NXT champion, and Kaylee Ray is NXT UK champ, and there's no Shida either.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. All right, so ouch, that's a rough start for Sam. Let's go on to the second match in the listing. So boys, take the floor once more.
Will Hobbs versus Keith Lee.
Ooh, the recently signed Will Hobbs.
I've seen a little bit, and
I dig him. Willpower, as Shivani likes to say.
All right.
And Eric, what is your rebuttal?
My second match for the night is a triple threat match dubbed the Battle for Britain. It is Will Ospreay versus Pac versus Tyler Bate.
We'll go for a hostage. So Keith Lee is in a really interesting match against another powerhouse in Hobbs, who can also move. And then we have Battle of the UK on the other side between kind of redacted and Pac and Tyler Bate. Oof. Two guys of the future, even though I prefer one over the other, obviously, at this point. Okay, this is actually a bit of a coin flip. It's a Keith Lee in that kind of match. It's the hard part because I feel like you can do more with that. But at the same time, I can say the same for Pac and Bate in their matches too.
And Will
Hobbs and Keith Lee. I want to see that match.
Okay, that's one favor in Sam. This is hard.
Battle for Britain.
Yeah, it's the hard thing. Wait. Okay, is the Repro title on the line?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Because he does have the Repro title. Battle for Britain. I'm so sorry, Sam. The other match sounds really good. I feel awful. I also split the field. I'm an asshole. Damn, that was hard. All right, the third match. Let's move on. Eric, you go first this time.
All right, so the next match, I was to say I originally had slated was Sami Zayn versus Orange Cassidy, but I changed my mind.
That sounds hilarious. That's hilarious.
I thought that'd be funny, but then I changed it to Mr. Brody Lee versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt.
Oh yeah, I had something like this. I think so. Yeah, and Sam, what is yours?
Sami Callihan versus John Moxley in a no holds barred match.
Oh shit, that's just pain right there waiting to happen. Get the spike power drive for a thing of light tubes. Ooh! But the story stuff, I did mention Brody versus Fiend in mine, so I'm gonna go with Sam's here because I mentioned that other one before.
Fair enough. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm going with Brody versus Fiend.
That's fair because that's a big story. Because you could see it's Brody in a suit when he wasn't like that at all when he was with Bray. It'd be so cool to think about.
The Fiend could bring back Brody into the
swamp. Just don't put him in a swamp fight. We saw that with Braun because then he'll die. Braun died in that swamp. I still stand by that.
Also, I probably got time for one more. I hate to be that guy, but
ooh, well at least Eric can at least promise. Actually, that's actually kind of tough. So let's go next. Sam, you go first here.
Here, let me try to think of the best match I can ever think of to try to end it on a good note.
That's it. We'll shoot the rest of Eric's card after this.
Mojo Rawley versus Kane versus Kazarni.
There he is again. We mentioned it before.
Versus the Blue Meanie in a fatal 4-way Inferno match.
Oh, Kane wins that because it's his stipulation.
Oh man.
WWE 24/7 championship.
Gotta hope Kane wins that. Hope Kane's actually dressed as a mayor for that match too.
Holy shit.
And Eric?
Come on, I want to hear something to top that.
All right, so if I'm gonna top that match, I got to go to my night 2.
Oh shit! I just want to hear the rest of these on Eric's side now.
It's so this would be my third match from night 2. It's a triple threat match. It is R-Truth versus Toriano versus Colt Cabana.
Oh my fucking god! There he is again. Toriano's back at it. He's gonna fuck somebody over here. I'm going with a 24/7 title match. I'm so sorry. Well, like, as hilarious as like Yano fucking with them sounds, I gotta go with that insane Inferno match. And since Szmyt's here, I could just use my super card instead. We can do that.
Okay.
I know, like Eric can just avoid this one, so I feel so bad that Sam has to go. But that's what happens when time management is of the essence.
Yeah.
So Sam signs off. But we will all stay here. Also, my webcam's about to be moved around. Yeah. All right, goodbye, Sam. Thanks for joining us. So, all right, cool. I didn't move. I have to move my webcam. So I think to make this better, we will switch over to mine. So Eric has heard the supercard before, but we're gonna use it again because we got to fill the void somehow. So how many matches do you have, Eric?
I have 12 each night.
So you have a bigger card than mine. So mine's 17 in total. So let's see. I'll just go. Okay, women's match I don't need anymore because we already did the women's one. So let's see. All right, Eric, you can go to the floor for your next one if you want.
Okay, so I'm on match number 4. This is a triple threat 6-man tag team match. So it's a 9-man tag team match for the never open weight 6-man tag team titles.
This is a New Japan title match.
It is. Yes,
oh.
Tomohiro Ishii and Hiroki Goto taking on the New Day and versus SCU.
Ooh, okay, so you have that one. So in my end, I guess I'll rebound with my trios match that I did. So mine is going to be the New Day versus the Elite, which is Omega and the Bucks. Szmyt, what are you thinking?
I want to see the New Day in the lead. Sorry.
That one sounds really good. That one does sound really good. So wait, it was Goto, Ishii, and who was the third man? Was it Yoshihashi?
Yoshihashi, yeah.
Okay,
the current tag title.
Okay, sorry, Pickles.
So good, but the Bucks and the New Day.
Yeah, but I saved.
You did save them. You probably did save them for later, right?
Yeah, for later, and then
some of this booking you have to be really careful with on this show.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the next one. Let's see. I'll go next. So let's see what I can do. So in mine, I have Keith Lee versus Brian Cage.
Ooh, big hoss fight.
And so similar to Sam's, but a little different.
Yeah. My next match is the current WWE UK champion Walter versus taking on the current never open weight champion Minoru Suzuki.
Oh, that's gonna be pain right there. So much their chests are not gonna exist anymore.
I want to see someone kill, so I'm going with Eric's match.
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough. They're both gonna murder each other. I don't know who wins that. Honestly, let's see. All right, Eric, want to take the floor again? Just pass it over to you.
So my next match is another triple threat. It's a triple threat tag team match. It is champion versus champion versus champion. So it's FTR taking on Dangerous Tekkers, taking on the Street Profits.
Not bad. So you have the proper champions right now. On my end, this is another trios match. Actually, let's go over to my tag team match that I have here. So you can do the Lucha Brothers versus the Undisputed Era, which is Kyle and Bobby. And so you have that, or this, or that.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Eric's match because I love the Lucha Brothers have been fading in my mind.
That's fair because they're in a stable right now.
Yeah.
So my other one on here for that prompt was Usos versus God, which I did talk to Eric about that last time because they're all related. So yeah, let's go to the next one. So my next one, let's see. Can't do women's obviously. Let's see. We already did trios. I don't want to do their tag match. I have that fucking match. Let's see. Go to the cruiserweight division. As we have Rey Fenix versus Romeo Takahashi. We're on Eric's end. What do you got?
So I have kind of like what you said with the last match. So it's a 6-man tag team match. It's Bloodline. So it's Roman Reigns and the Usos versus God and Hikuleo.
Oh, that's right. That's like their manager.
No, it's like their brother. He's wrestling too.
I forgot about that. I don't know much about like outside like the Tongas. So
yeah, there's their brother. He's not that great yet. I like it. Definitely leading up to this match, he needs to be proven to be proven. He can do it. Years. Yeah.
I want to see the build up for that match. Really,
but there's so much relations in there because it's like, oh shit, you went this way, you went that way, that sort of thing.
You could get The Rock involved. You could get Rikishi involved with that storyline. That just has
Haku.
potential.
Oh god, King Haku comes back.
I'm gonna go with Eric's match because the build up to that has so much potential.
All right, let's see. Eric, back to you for your next prompt.
All right, so my next match is another triple threat match. It is the Battle of the Talkers. It is Kevin Owens versus MJF versus Juice Robinson.
Juice talks a lot. Let's see. Whereas on my end, let's see what I can go with here. Let's see. Ooh. We got a battle for Bullet Club leadership, as it is Jay White taking on Finn Balor.
I want to see Jay White versus Finn Balor.
Bullet Club leadership, so
Yeah,
the new age versus the old. Maybe for the NXT Championship too, because hey, NXT Champion.
I do have something related to that later on in my card.
That's it. The Bullet Club one you can do a lot of stuff with. Let's see. I'll take the floor. Let's see. We've done a lot of tag stuff recently. Okay, so we already mentioned Suzuki. I'm not going to mention Suzuki again. So let's see. Let's go over to. Let's think about this. Interesting ones here. So you can do on my end, John Moxley versus Seth Rollins. And, you know, developing what's happened ever since. And no stipulation, just a straight up match. And on Eric's end?
I have a SmackDown Tag Team Titles match. It's Swiss style, Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura versus the Golden Aces.
Oh, it's Tanahashi and Ibushi.
I'm thinking build up for both matches.
So for both matches, Cesaro is kind of like the odd man in this situation. Because Shinsuke and Tanahashi have such a history, and Ibushi sees both Shinsuke and Tanahashi as like deity, godlike figures.
Pretty much, because like Tanahashi and Nakamura had an IC title match Wrestle Kingdom, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yep, that was like one of the that was main event. I title main event at that Wrestle Kingdom, right?
It was a fan vote. It was either Okada and Naito or Tanahashi and Shinsuke and Tanahashi won.
That's crazy. Yeah, IC title main event of the show.
Stel, what would the build up to that match be?
So Moxley versus Rollins will probably be a lot about like what's happened since, you know, Moxley kind of left and went to another company and like really found himself again. And Rollins, as the Monday Night Messiah, can really talk about like where was this when you were here, when I was last seeing you had a stupid gas mask on, all that crazy stuff you were doing, and then you rebuttally joined us, that sort of thing. Like where was this version of you before you left, that sort of thing. I want to see that now with me. Show me what you got, that sort of thing. And then they have big fights, that sort of brawling thing. And it could be really good otherwise. That's what I would think right away.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with Stel on this one because I would love to see that build up.
It's fair enough because it's also like a long story and now like Moxley has totally changed himself.
Okay.
It's also like it's tag titles versus a singles match. That's the hard part with that one.
Yeah, I have a lot more singles matches on my night too.
That's fair. As you probably should, though. Let's see. Eric, floor is yours again.
All right. So my next match is an IWGP US Heavyweight Championship match.
So Moxie back into the fold.
Kenta is cashing in his title opportunity on this night and taking John Moxley on for the title.
So they're doing this on the show. Okay, let me say it's technically AEW because he's also signed to there.
Yes, it is also just a perfect opportunity to do it because they're all together. That's
fair enough. Let's see. Excuse me. Let's see. On my end, let's go with. Oh man. Oh god, this match. Match has been talked about a lot since everything AEW started. Triple H versus Cody because two EVPs, two different companies.
I was thinking about that.
This is a big deal. If you want to throw a stipulation in, no holds barred. Cody needs to probably make it some crazy overbooked storyline, knowing how he is on AEW. Very much looked at as some of the Triple H of the promotion at times. So Szmyt, what are you thinking?
You guys gave me a hard decision, god damn it.
Yeah. I mean, do you think I woke up today expecting to use this card again? No.
Just Kenta versus John Moxley would be fucking amazing.
It's gonna happen too at some point, so
it's gonna happen.
But Triple H versus Cody, that would be such a good build. There would be it would be an invasion storyline all over again.
That's how we get here. So yeah. What's he thinking? What's he gonna say?
I'm sorry, Eric. I gotta go with the invasion storyline.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm bouncing back. It doesn't really matter in the end. It's just
that would just be amazing to see.
It makes sense. It makes sense. All right, so back. I'll take the ball again. So Yeah, I'll save the Bullet Club stuff again, so I'm not going to do that one again. Let's do, I guess, kind of a cool down here. Let's go over to an 8-man tag, as we have the Bullet Club take on the Undisputed Era on my end.
Interesting. Mine is also Bullet Club, very heavy Bullet Club. It is the Battle of the Bullet Club Leaders. It is a fatal 4-way match. Finn Balor versus AJ Styles, which I know AJ Styles said he wasn't the Bullet Club leader, but
he kind of like de facto was, because it was Carl Anderson technically, right?
Yeah, technically. Versus Kenny Omega versus Jay White.
So similar to my match earlier, just it's a 4-way now.
I'm gonna go with Eric because I would love to see that match.
Finn Balor working double duty. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Was he working? No, he's not working.
No, because he said Balor versus Jay White earlier too. That's where the joke came from. Oh, Jay White worked double duty too in that theory.
Yeah, double duty.
Right.
I will also say that Balor is winning that match, and that'll affect.
Is it for the title?
No, there's no titles involved.
Okay.
And it will affect night 2 in a big way.
I like how these things bleed into each other, like Wrestle Kingdom did this year. Let's see.
All right.
You want to do the floor again, or should I go to my next one?
Yeah. So this is my main event for night 1. It is just a singles match, no titles, just a one-on-one match. It is Randy Orton versus Kazuchika Okada.
Ooh, yeah, the battle of the drop kicks.
Mm-hmm. That's what
Whereas
I thought too.
on my end, it is another Bullet Club one, but not the leaders this time. It is Adam Cole versus the cleaner Kenny Omega.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Eric because I would love to see the battle of the drop kicks.
That's literally what it is, yeah. It's two of the best drop kicks in the biz. All right, so let's see. Eric, I'll let you start out night 2 for yours. So go ahead again.
This is the beginning of night 2. And similar to last night, now tonight I have a men's Rumble style battle royal.
Ooh.
And the winner gets a title shot of their choice. So, it's going to be WWE, New Japan, AEW. My entrance
more
for
variety here.
Yes, my entrants for WWE are Aleister Black, Dolph Ziggler, Samoa Joe, Rey Mysterio, King Corbin, Matt Riddle, Sheamus, Otis, John Morrison for WWE. Then for AEW, I have Trent, Chuck Taylor, Lance Archer, Sean Spears, Will Hobbs, Dustin Rhodes, Ricky Starks, Private Party for 18 and 19, Orange Cassidy for AEW. And then for New Japan, I have Shingo, Bushi, David Finlay, Ryusuke Taguchi, Satoshi Kojima, Tomohiro Ishii, Bad Luck Fale, Chase Owens, Kota Ibushi, and Okada.
Oh, damn. Oh, it's the next night, so it makes sense.
Yes. And also, if you're keeping count, that's only 29, because at number 30, I have a surprise entrant. Finn Balor is going to be number 30.
So, yeah.
And in this match, he's going to have a little bit of a reunion, Ryusuke Taguchi, and Apollo 54. And it's going to be like, that's going to be kind of the face thing. But then he has another reunion with Bad Luck Fale.
The Bullet Club, more stuff in there.
So he turns on Taguchi, eliminates him, and then he eventually, with the help of Fale, wins the Battle Royal. And then the title, the title he chooses to challenge for is the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And then he's gonna end the night with the Prince is coming home.
Ooh. All right, so is this a pre-show or is this like opening the main card?
This is a pre-show.
All right, so I don't have a pre-show, so I'm just going to tap out right now. I'm just going to say I'd rather see that over anything else I pick. Yeah, because the actual story and everything, he actually fleshed it out, whereas I didn't, so I don't think anything...
So Finn Balor would be leaving WWE and going back to New Japan.
Ooh, big. So he just said, fuck the NXT Championship. He just...
Everybody in the crowd would just be chanting, thank you, Finn, the whole
time. And
yeah, exactly.
I totally forgot about the NXT title too.
Yeah, that's fine. You can just veto it here. Let's see. So on my end of things, let's go. I guess like opening the main show, I'd say in my case. So let's see. On my end, we have the War Raiders taking on Jurassic Express to open my show. Eric, what do you have?
I have the Undisputed, an 8-man tag team match, the Undisputed Era versus the Inner Circle, minus Chris Jericho.
So it's Santana, Ortiz, Hager, and yeah.
Yep.
I want to see Eric's because that would be so funny. I would love
Interesting. Let's hope Hager could work with them. That's my thing. Let's see. We already have the comedy match. I'm going to avoid my comedy match. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. My next one.
My next match would have been the R-Truth Toriano Colt Cabana match.
Yeah, because on mine I have Otis versus Orange Cassidy and also Toriano versus Marco Stunt on mine. But if we're going to just go past that, we're not going to include that now. Let's see. Second match of the night. Let's give that over to... Let's see here. Looking at mine. Nah, it's too early to do that. I guess we'll go back to the cruiserweights as we have Murphy, from it was Buddy Murphy, obviously, taking on the Bone Soldier, Taiji Ishimori. Ooh. Eric, what is yours?
My next match is another triple threat tag team match. It is DIY, so Ciampa and Gargano, versus the Lucha Brothers versus Roppongi 3K.
So they were on mine, but they're facing Breezango on mine. I didn't say them yet.
I'm gonna go Stel.
Yeah, about to say. I mean, I think both are good. I mean, we've had a couple tag team matches come up, which is interesting. So I don't know if there's any tag team matches I feel on mine. But I can also set the oars on mine. So let's see. Let's see. Eric, want to take floor again while I think of my next one?
Yeah. So next I have an 8-women tag team match.
Okay, women's one.
It is going to be the 4 horsewomen. So Charlotte, Becky, Bayley, and Sasha taking on Hikaru Shida, Britt Baker, Big Swole, and Chris Statlander.
Let's see. My only other women's match on here, I think, is what? Oh, yeah, it's a singles match. In mine, well, I can't do her because she's NWA. In mine, it's Shida versus Io Shirai.
I'm going with Eric's because I would want to see the
4 horsewomen in any capacity will make that show a lot more interesting, in my opinion, because they are just such the flag bearers of that division.
I want to see the build-up of how they become the 4 horsewomen again.
Well, AEW has to figure out how they're going to go as a cohesive unit against them, because I know Shida and Baker have problems in the past. Who else is in there? It was
Baker and Swole are feuding right now.
Yeah, they were, because the tooth and nail stuff. Yeah, everyone had to get along, which would be interesting. Reba's trying to make them probably like their motivational coach or something, feel like the Taguchi of the group.
I feel like it would be a thing where they would get into it, and then all of a sudden it would be like nothing happened, and then it would just be like...
I imagine 4 horsewomen would win, because like they're more of like the de facto team. Maybe it's like a miscommunication they've had on the AEW set that bleeds into Dynamite. Just my thinking. That's what I would do. And then they can like figure out the feuds from there after that, because they lost. It's like, oh, you screwed over the team, blah blah blah. And then there you go. Yeah. All right. Pretty nice stuff there. Let's see. Ooh, that could be fun. I'm going to a 6-man tag. So sticking to tag team action, we got SCU taking on Los Ingobernables de Japón. Any members of your choice there? I'll leave to any choice, but if I had to pick, let's go with Bushi, Shingo, and Hiromu. And SCU, of course, is Kazarian, Daniels, and Scorpio.
All right, so then my next match is, well, we've said it before a bunch of times. It's definitely a fantasy booking.
You can't really ignore this one.
Yeah, it is, but it is an ultimate submission match. Daniel Bryan versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, I'm going to tap out right now. So, because like, if that's like 30 minutes, I would do 30 minutes, honestly. Cause I feel like
30-minute ultimate submission match.
Just like, that they've like, you remember how Bryan commentated ZSJ in the Cruiserweight Classic? I feel like he's just like watching, just like wanting to wrestle him, because he can wrestle at the time. So, and Zack Sabre Jr. just be an asshole to him the entire time. Until the fans just shut up. Although they'd be in America too, because he'd be really pissed at the fans too. He'd be really annoyed with them. So yeah, that's a good one. Let's go over. Let's go to the singles division in mine. So we have the ultimate babyface. Everybody loves him in Hiroshi Tanahashi, the Ace, taking on everyone's favorite, the salt of the earth, MJF. And ooh boy, the contrast here. MJF being a complete asshole to Tanahashi, disrespecting the Ace, breaking his air guitar probably, like in theory, that sort of thing, and really trying to like break his arm, that sort of thing. And Eric, what's yours?
So mine is a fan vote. So there are 2 different triple threat matches, and the fans get to vote which one they want to see. Option A is a triple threat match featuring Pete Dunne versus Sonata versus Adam Page.
That's interesting as hell.
And then the second choice, choice B, is Hiromu Takahashi versus Darby Allin versus Ricochet.
So I had to do the fan. So I love Cyber Sunday is back. So
because like the fan vote matches were so much fun.
It's like this or that in this case, because you have like a lot of matches to pick from here. So So wait, what was the first one? Was Hangman, Sonata, and Pete? Was that right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. The second one, it was Ricochet. Who were the other two?
Darby Allin and Hiromu Takahashi.
Yeah.
I prefer that second one. I've had to pick on that one just by a little bit because I feel like you can do more with Hangman than being a triple threat match. So I didn't book him on my card now that I think about it. Oh well. I should have. Let's see. Szmyt, what about you?
I'm going with Eric. So
Let's say the prompt there. Yeah, let's get fan involvement. They do the polls like on social media to see what they want to see, and they go out there. It'd be really cool. I like that involvement of like a Cyber Sunday sort of thing. Maybe on Sunday because it's the second night. So, all right. So let's see. How many left in yours, Eric? Just to check where we are. 5. Okay, so I have 5 left. All right. So let's see. I still have a couple left. So let's see. Let's go over to a bit tricky with this one. He's already been booked, so I'm not going to use him again. Let's see. I'm trying to think of something that isn't like too similar to my last ones too, because some of these are because mine was this or that in itself. Let's see. I guess my Battle of the UK, since it's more of it's a trios match in mine. I guess there's also 2 luchadors in this one, but it's involving 4 people from the UK. It is Death Triangle, which is Pac, Phoenix, and Pentagon, taking on British Strong Style, which is of course Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, and Trent Seven.
All right, so my next match is a standard tag team match, 2-on-2. It is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Young Bucks.
Ooh, the ROH thing. Big ROH fight.
Yeah. I want to see Sammy and KO come back one more time. So
they're teammates again. Hopefully they'll beat each other up by the end.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Eric's. Because
both of the Bucks, the Bucks are friends with them too. They're all friends. Let's see. We're down to 4, so let me think of my next one.
Match.
It would be fun. I wonder who would win too, because there's no title on the line, and they're all friends coming together, have a good match, give the fans a good pop. Let's see. That's more of a main event if I look at that one. So, interesting matchup here. I know Eric talked about this with me last time. I can talk. It is I don't know if he'll be double champion here. It is Tetsuya Naito versus Johnny Gargano. And Eric?
So mine is a 1-on-1 match. The tagline for this is last time ever. It is Chris Jericho versus Triple H.
Oh God! I already used my Triple H card on this one, so I can't really I can't use him again.
I want to see the last time ever match.
Let's say the debates going into that one. They're just yelling at each other about stuff.
So many debates, and also the build-up could be Chris Jericho just coming in trashing all over Triple H.
Going into NXT and saying "fuck that," they go trashing the place, making fun of him all the time. I just dropped my phone. It's fine though.
Go into the AEW invasion angle too.
Yeah, because it involves Cody bringing in the troops and all that stuff too, so it makes sense. All right, so let's see. Eric, want to do your next one? I think my next one.
Yeah. So going from last time ever to first time ever, I have Seth Rollins going 1-on-1 with Kenny Omega.
Classic match we mentioned numerous times on this show, of course.
That's one of my fantasy bookings.
Yeah, that's a big one we've talked about before on this show. Whereas on my end, Eric mentioned him earlier against Suzuki, but is the NXT UK champion Walter taking on Kota Ibushi in a match that would feature a lot of heart. It'd be like the Suzuki match, except there's more of a de facto babyface against the heel.
He doesn't have a chest anymore, though.
Well, this is a different card though. That's the hard part. So. I didn't. No, I used Suzuki. I used Suzuki on mine because I did Suzuki on versus Imperium in theory.
I gotta go with my massive fantasy booking, Seth Rollins versus Kenny Omega, because that's a massive fantasy match I've always wanted to see.
Plus, they've gone back and forth before. I know Walter's worked in Japan. But I don't know if he's ever really worked with Ibushi. That's my thinking. I think he's interacted with Suzuki at least once, but I forget where. So okay, we're getting close to the end now. Let's see what I want to pick next. Let's see what's a big match I could do here. That's more of a main event. I'm not going to use that right now. We're already done the women a fair amount because you only do so much with them. I've also had Eric at the same match as I did. So, I already did an 8-man tag. So let's see. This one is a bit different. So in mine, I guess you want to change to Retribution getting involved because it does involve someone from the group. Sure, but I feel like it wouldn't really work here. Well, so we'll just say it's Dominik Dijakovic taking on Shingo Takagi.
Ooh. Interesting.
And Eric, it's probably going to outclass mine because this is towards the end of your card.
My next match is the Battle of the Faces. So it is the face of WWE, John Cena, taking on the face of New Japan.
Yeah, it's Tanahashi.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
I didn't put Cena in mind because I didn't know if he would be around for it.
I think he'd come back for it.
Yeah, he would.
It would be like between.
It's a match that's always been talked about for years.
New Japan and ROH.
It's such an obvious one.
WWE. Hell yeah, I'm coming back for it.
Yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer. Let's see. What's my other big match on here? So we have 2 left. Is that right?
Nope. I got my main event next.
Main event. So my main event, it involves it's champion versus champion. Well, I guess he won't be champion going into this, but he's someone who's been recognized as IWGP Heavyweight Champion for years. In Kazuchika Okada taking on the current WWE Champion in Drew McIntyre. And Eric, what is your main event?
Just before I say my main event, I also have a star. I have a star little segment, kind of WWE style, but so I don't have Evil booked on my show, booked on my card.
Oh, you don't? Yeah,
for this specific reason. At some point in the show, Evil will come to the ring, and he will be in the ring talking, complaining about how he's not being on the card, and claims, he's the everything's evil. I am the king. I am the true king of darkness. And then gong, lights turn out.
Taker.
The Undertaker makes his entrance, and then they just get in each other's face. Evil strikes first. Undertaker punches back. Choke slams Dick Togo. Tombstones Evil. Does the pose and leaves.
Well, he's got an endorsement from Taker at least. It's like the next King of Darkness. That's not really. That's more of an angle, but your main event.
Yes, but definitely yes, you gotta have that in there. Yeah. And now, so now my main event is a triple threat match: champion versus champion. It is AEW World Champion Jon Moxley versus IWGP W Champion Tetsuya Naito versus WWE Champion Drew McIntyre.
So it's kind of like Mike's. It's the actual champion. This one, not like the one who's been recognized as champion for years.
I'm going with Eric on that one.
It's very Survivor Series like too.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Very Survivor Series like. It would be an amazing build between everyone.
Now, who wins that in your booking, Eric?
Moxley.
Ooh, interesting. Does he pin Drew?
He pins Drew because Moxley loses the night before. Kenta wins the IWGP US title.
So he has one title now.
Yes, and AEW is the youngest, the newest company.
To have him around. So it's kind of like how NXT last year. Yeah. It's kind of like that all over again.
To build that up more, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Imagine Vince might not be happy about it, but hey, that's how business works sometimes. I'm sure Con will we'll have it make sense to him.
Vince isn't going to be happy about fucking anything that happens.
I mean, true. Retribution were laughed at backstage, apparently. So, anyway, that's this or that. A very interesting one. Of course, it was a little bit of improv, because, Sam had to leave. But, we made it work somehow. And we'll hear what we want to do with that next time. I feel like it's a fun idea, the super cards, because, you always make these fun fantasy-looking situations. But we'll figure out something for next time. We might do the more traditional this or that next time. But we'll see from there. And let's cap things off with another discussion as we head over to the sauna seat. Now, in this segment, we are going to be talking about the latest NXT TakeOver and how we're currently feeling about it. So my thinking is that it's been my feelings about NXT for a little bit. Am I the only one, or does it feel rushed together?
It does. It feels super rushed, especially for a takeover. With WWE pay-per-views, the payback only happening a week after SummerSlam. Yeah, okay.
But it was good, was the thing.
Yeah, it's WWE pay-per-views were used to kind of being rushed a little bit, but NXT we're used to being spread out
4 months apart,
5 times a year.
Yeah, 4 months. They make all this time for characters to develop. People get their feuds together, and okay, here's your big match at TakeOver. It feels like an achievement too when it happens too. It's oh cool, these people who work really hard on NXT, they finally get their big match and see how they do. Now it's just okay, let's just book this match on Real's Twitter. And I'm like, oh, that's a bit different, isn't it? Because before this TakeOver was announced, usually between the SummerSlam weekend, it's the next year isn't until all the way to Survivor Series. That's how it's always been. Because last year, it was like 3 months before Toronto and War Games, and that's always been. But because I'm guessing the pandemic or just like the demands that the network has, they want to fill those spots. Because there's 2 takeovers left in the year. There's going to be no War Games pay-per-view like the weekend of Survivor Series. There are going to be no takeovers. So they're doing the one in October, and the next one's in December, like an end of the year one. That's what they're doing, to my knowledge, from what like the listings say online. So I don't know if we're even gonna get War Games by that, which is
no. It makes sense because they don't have the room to
but they can't they can't do the Thunderdome for one night.
No, because like the screens are like so close to the ring.
Oh yeah, that's right. We'll get in the way.
Extend that area. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. They have to like move everything around, which sucks. But it's understandable to why. Like you definitely can't do it in Full Sail, obviously, because there's only so much room there. So if they want to just like a straight up takeover, and it looks like there's no name for it. I mean, it's in October. Why couldn't they do Halloween Havoc or something like that?
Havoc, yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like AEW might get mad because they probably want to trademark that too. But that's more trademarking news. That's not our field. We don't really talk about that much. But yeah, it's like the match. Like it's like I say, it's been my feeling about NXT for a little bit. It's just I feel that there are less reasons to care. I don't know if you guys share that sentiment. That's maybe just me, but. I mean, the show definitely still has the talent. It still has the stuff going on. It's just the reasons to care. And I just feel like there's less. Yeah. I mean, sure, some of the matches we've seen before, like the women's title matches, we've seen it before. A lot of history going on there. But it's just like 1 week build. It's going to be like, oh, I mean, sure, it'll be good. But like, I'm kind of feeling meh about it. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like,
well, it definitely kind of feels like it's less underground than it definitely used to be. And like, especially when you see your former favorite NXT superstars when they get to the main roster and then just like thrown in the bin. Yeah, it's just like, all right, well, why should I care about these guys when if they go up to the main roster, they're just gonna be thrown in the bin? Like, why should I care?
Like even like with Keith's good start, he's kind of just been like the scapegoat in the Orton Drew stuff. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Because like he beat Orton, and since then he hasn't really done a lot.
Like kind of, yeah, they still have changed up like Keith's entrance theme, his attire, which is like kind of the whole package.
It's getting there. Like it's only a singlet now, so there's like you can see more of him. But like once it reminds me of how sometimes he wears a shirt, like his T-shirt he would usually do on NXT. It reminds me of that, but I feel like he'll eventually he'll get rid of the singlet and be just wrestling in trunks again because I feel like it's not a big deal. Because like I thought we were done like caring about like what they look like and that sort of thing, right? You see smaller guys like Angel Garza. You see people like Andrade who are maybe aren't the most jacked people ever, but they still have really good physiques and all that stuff. So I don't know. It's cool that Keith got such a good start, but since then they just need to do more with him. I guess maybe it's because it's a rock and a hard place with the title feud, and they want to figure out that first before they do something with him. I'll give that time. Like I'll forgive that. It's just a matter of make sure Keith does something. We keep making him look good. Just don't have him get disqualified all the time, like we do on Raw with the Drew and Randy matches, because that's been happening for like a month now, if you ask me. So. Yeah, and I'm also curious to see what's going to be like, because like Undisputed Era is still there, and it looks like they're just running out of stuff to do. If you ask me. But they're starting to get somewhere with the current like NXT title thing with Kyle O'Reilly, which that's probably the most intriguing thing on the card right now is that match, because it's been kind of like a long thing with Kyle slowly turning face. The stuff with Adam Cole, he's basically a good guy now, but Kyle and Bobby are still de facto heels, how they've been acting. So maybe at TakeOver, I'm going to say that Kyle loses because I think it's just too soon to take the belt off Balor. It'll be great, don't get me wrong. But what's going to happen after the match, though? Like, is it going to be like Cole just like, oh, don't worry about it, Kyle, that sort of thing. But Kyle and Bobby and Roddy are going to be like, oh, you lost, you're terrible, that sort of thing. And that's when the wedge starts to get driven. That's probably what's going to come out of that. That's what I would like to see. But for like Gargano and Priest, it's kind of like, oh, well, okay, they interacted at TakeOver 30. That's pretty much it. So, and like I said, I'm kind of worried that Priest might lose because it's babyface champion. But everything else in the show, I don't know what else is going to be on the show because they usually have 5 matches. I don't know what the matches are going to be. Like, I think the tag title match, but I don't know. The tag division's always been a mess this entire year since the Broserweights got split up because COVID happened. So, I don't know. I just hope for the next TakeOver in December, they'll have more time, obviously, because it's 2 months after. It's a matter of, like, what they do in the meantime. Like, anything else you guys want to add?
No, I just hope they can start booking a babyface correctly.
Yeah. Like, because like even with the women, like Io Shirai is more of a tweener if you ask me, because she can kind of adapt accordingly. She was a heel against Shotzi Blackheart, she was a face against Dakota Kai. Like, she can do either side. And now if Candice, she's gonna be the good one again. So it's tricky. So and like with you have Balor. Oh yeah, Balor is more. You guys consider Balor face at this point? I think I would say that
he's
too.
He's a tweener though.
It's super hard. Because like I think against Priest he was a good guy. Against Thatcher, I guess he was the de facto good guy. Cole, it's more of a tweener because like they were both like interesting. Cole was more of like the tweener going in too. And it kind of adjusted that accordingly, but they were both good guys by the end. So I'm curious to see what they do. Maybe they might do maybe make Balor more of a heel against Kyle. Maybe he cheats to win, and that's where the wedge starts to get tricky. Oh, you should have saw this coming, that sort of thing. It's tricky, but like I have high hopes for Balor's title reign. Don't get me wrong. I am curious to see where it goes, especially when Karrion Kross is back. I'm sure he'll still be in NXT. I don't know how long he's going to be out though. So yeah. That's pretty much all I have to say. So I guess basically, I think it'll be a good takeover. It's just a matter of like how it's going to compare as well. Like, also it's the limitations of the pandemic. The whole outbreak in NXT also could affect what's going on. I'm sure it is because the coaching and stuff like that I was talking about earlier. But hopefully we'll be able to care in like the last week of build because it's next weekend, guys. Predictions for that weekend? Coming. Yeah, Sunday, October 4th, baby, and Hell in a Cell 3 weeks later. Boo. So yeah, that's going to wrap up the Shoot Sauce on Wrestling podcast for today. So if you liked the video, hit that subscribe button. Also enable notifications if you really want to get notified when we post new content. For current content, be sure to check back on our G1 Climax video where we're talking about our remaining predictions on the remaining nights. We already have a couple nights covered because they already happened. But if you want to hear our thoughts on the upcoming nights, be sure to check that video out and watch for the nights that we talk about. Eric, anything else to plug?
Keep a lookout for our upcoming classic pay-per-view review of Bad Blood 97. I think I'm gonna have an extra day off next week, so I'm gonna work on that. So I'm gonna try to drop that on October 5th, which would be the 23rd anniversary. We can look it up after this is over. Or I think the 23rd anniversary.
Close. Yeah, it was a year after I was born. So yeah, it would have to be 23rd. Anything else?
Nope. That's it.
Szmyt, anything to plug from you?
Subscribe to us, please.
Yeah, keep working on those subscriptions. We began the views lately. Not a lot of turnover on subscribe, which is interesting though. We'll try and change that. So for me, this weekend we'll have a Clash Champions review being edited by me after the show on Sunday. Probably gonna be up by Tuesday because I had time to do on Monday. But I'll try and get as much done as I can over the weekend, and we'll see how it goes. After that, expect to see TakeOver coverage, at least a review. We'll see if we want to do predictions for that as well. What the card looks like a week from now. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, let's keep an eye out for other reviews coming up. I'll probably be getting Evolution edited and up by the 2-year anniversary for that at the end of October. And we'll also have other pay-per-views. Hell in a Cell will be next month. Yay. Which I'm going to be excited for, probably. And we'll see how it goes from there. So again, thank you all for watching, everybody. And be safe. Wear a mask when you go outside. And we'll see you all again in 2 weeks. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And take care.